Traveling to the U.S. with your dog may soon get more complicated. Starting August 1st, all dogs entering America must be microchipped, vaccinated for rabies, and be no younger than 6 months old. But some here in Manitoba worry these rules could put them out of business. Frida Cripan has been breeding champion hunting beagles for 50 years, and she joins me now. Hi, Frida.
Hi, Brittany.
So Frida, because of your job, you're constantly crossing the border with those dogs in tow. What was your first reaction to these new regulations?
I was horrified, and I was absolutely amazed that it could be so stupid.
Expand a little bit on that. Why do you say that they're stupid new regulations?
Well, the new regulation, first of all, the Center for Disease Control have a list of countries that are at high risk for health and rabies. Canada is not on that list because we aren't a high-risk country. That's number one. But we are being lumped in with those countries because the new regulations apply to everyone. The regulations are totally unnecessary, in my opinion, because we don't have a high incidence of rabies. On top of that, I have yet to see them produce a single case of a dog from Canada infecting a person with rabies in the United States. It just doesn't happen.
Tell me how these rules are going to impact your company in particular.
Well, because for instance, I have right now 2 litters of 9 puppies each. That's 18 dogs, and they're all going to the United States. How am I going to keep 18 dogs until they're 6 months of age? It's just physically not possible, but moreover, it's terrible for the dogs. Dogs need to go to their new owners around 10 weeks of age. They make the transition really easy. Our dogs are double vaccinated before they leave from here. They are dewormed, the Canadian Kennel Club registered. They have an individual tattoo number in their ear that shows on their registration papers. So I am not sure why this is necessary for breeders like us.
What concerns you the most when it comes to how this is going to impact your business and your livelihood, really?
We will not be breeding anymore. We have bred over 250 field champions with the Canadian and the American Kennel Clubs. It is a record unparalleled. There are 3 things in my life that are most important: my children, my grandchildren, and our dogs. What we have produced in our bloodline is worldwide recognized, except possibly by the Center for Disease Control. But it's not just about us, Brittany. It's also for average Mr. and Mrs. Smith who own a dog. They now cannot decide on a Friday night, let's go to Fargo. No, you can't. You have to have all these requirements before you can cross the border. And if you don't, they'll turn you back.
You talked about these puppies needing to get to their homes when they're ready at that 10 weeks of age. So how would this restriction impact the dogs that you breed at that young age, not being able to be in their homes at that 10 weeks?
Well, we won't be breeding. We have 2 litters now. We have 2 more litters coming that are all going to be ready before August the 1st. But a week before this rule was announced, we bred 2 females, and those puppies are not going to be able to cross the border. So
the U.S. just seems to be going a little bit further now. Is there anything that you like about these new rules? Is there anything good about them?
The only thing I like is that, and we have the same problem in Canada, where there are a lot of dogs being brought in as rescues or from puppy mills in various other countries where the papers are falsified, where you have street dogs being picked up and no one knows how old they are or what condition they are in, and they bring in the disease. So I do support that, but don't punish us or lump us in with countries like that.
A lot of implications that are going to come from these new rules. Frida, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me on.
Thank you for watching the CBC Manitoba YouTube channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. For the latest breaking news and top stories, download the CBC News app.